What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Fantasy Football Game Show presented by Front Yard Fantasy. I'm your host, Simon, as always, by my co-hosts, Josh and John Luke. What's up, boys?
Not much.
What's up, Simon?
Back.
Yeah, I missed you yesterday. And you actually said hi to us.
You did.
I know. I said hi to you guys. You guys get a little bit of attention today. Yeah, I missed yesterday. I was overly optimistic about how that second dose of the vaccine was going to go. I thought I was tougher than I was, but man, did it kick my ass. Just completely obliterated me.
We didn't think you were very tough anyway.
We did not.
Okay, thank you. I'm glad no one else overestimated that for me. But the positive is I think it counts with the amount of sweating I did. I don't have to go to the gym for like 3 months, I'm pretty sure. So we're good on that front. That counts as my workout for the next 3 months. My workout for the previous 6 months was paying for a gym membership and not using it. So that one worked pretty well too.
Donating to the gym. I like it.
Just kidding. I used it some at the beginning, and then as COVID hit, phased, and then COVID hit, and I did not use it. What's up, everyone on the chat? Today, Fantasy Queen B will reign over poll perception. So you guys may have noticed Bonnie is not currently on here. Right before the stream, we were having some technical issues. Hopefully, Bonnie will be able to join us during this show, but if not, we'll play head-to-head poll perception, old school, Josh versus John Luke, a front yard fantasy grudge match. We haven't had it in a while, but
I don't want to blame Bonnie on this one. I was having some
no.
It might be a StreamYard here. I'm not really sure what's going on.
The internet in general.
Yeah, the WWW is just messed up right now.
Yeah, Elon Musk is messing with some stuff.
Yeah, Internet Daddy, I think, is what he wants to be called now. He's moved on from Crypto Daddy and now wants to be Internet Daddy altogether. But fingers crossed Bonnie's able to get it working and we can get her in here to play the game. But if not, we will go head to head. Rick is in here saying, damn it, Craig, I was trying to be first. Well, you got to be faster than that to beat Craig. And Anthony says, Queen Bee reminds me of Baby Duck, but I doubt anyone understands that reference. You are correct. I do not. The only Baby Duck reference I know of is a baby duck. Of a baby duck. Yeah, that's all I know. And Rick says, I double dog dare anybody that comes in here to smash the like button so YouTube's algorithm tells all the fantasy degens out there to tune in. That's our audience, fantasy degenerates. We've been streaming every day this offseason, Monday through Friday, about fantasy football. We're degenerates. So any other degenerates out there, we are there with you.
Yeah, let's be honest. If you're in here, you take a hard look at yourself.
I have a group chat called Fantasy Degenerates with like 15 of my friends. So yeah, I'm definitely a fantasy degenerate.
What's up, Jordan? Welcome in. He's reminding Queen Bee if she gets in here. We'll have to make sure she sees this before we play. Don't use logic for poll perception. Just think of a number you would put and go 5% higher or lower than that. That's the Twitter variance right there. That's what they're making up for. Let's see. Bonnie just messaged me, says she lives in a rural area in the mountains, so it can be spotty. So this might be just a bad time internet-wise for where she is. That could be what's going on. So it may just be us today. Brady said, what's up, guys? What's up, Brady? Welcome in. Brady? Go Tigers. And Jay said, howdy, front yard fam. Made it happen. Jay while saying, let's get it. Yeah, let's get it. Happy Tuesday, everyone. And Anthony saying, get pen and paper. Simon probably didn't prep you. Don't worry, we got you in the chat. Yeah, I did not. You nailed that. It's tradition at this point. I can't start doing it now.
Yeah.
Rick saying happy Tuesday as well. Mike T's in here saying, let's go. And Anthony,
what's up, Mike?
Anthony, before we addressed it, said, where is Queen Bee? What did you do to her? Nothing, I promise. Queen Bee's the best. We would never do anything to her. We wish she was able to join us today. And J-Wall said, Simon's back with hearts in his eyes. I appreciate it, J-Wall. That's the nicest
J-Wall's in here live today.
And Jordan said, J-Wall, I got off work early on my way home now.
Hey.
Winky face. And Jay said, if it's a head-to-head game, it should be a water bet.
I'm in.
John Luke, I'm not playing. I'm hosting. So that's up to you guys.
I'm in. Lock it in.
That actually makes
Jay,
so much more
I want that small clip of you just saying, fudge, I'm in. Like, so I can respond that to. Yeah, he said fudge, I'm in. So I can use that to respond to things on Twitter. Anytime someone's like, who's down for this? I can just use JL saying fudge, I'm in.
I can't deny if someone's like, come on, let's do it. I'll just give in so easily.
Pure pressure. All right. We know
Jordan.
I'm like Jake the dog. You say my name 3 times, I'm in. Jake.
Those aren't
Jake.
actually my friends, Jordan. Those are just people that like fantasy as well. So
Jordan's surprised that Josh has 15 friends, but
it's
thanks for
actually
clarifying that.
a LARPing group. It has nothing to do with fantasy football. Josh is very heavy LARPer.
Have you guys ever LARPed?
No.
As a kid, before I knew what LARPing was.
I mean, but like as a sentient person, I won't say full adult, but like since like high school.
No, I watched Rome.
Got nothing against it, but never tried it. You know,
Me neither.
I'm
Bonnie,
sure
are you with us?
Bonnie,
this is the test. Can you hear us?
Bonnie, Bonnie. No.
It seems like we might still be having some internet issues, Bonnie.
What did you in here? Oh man.
Hey,
you could have had Anthony be Team Bonnie instead of Team JL. That would have been so great.
Everyone's hyped to have you on here, Bonnie, but it looks like we might still be having some internet issues. Can you hear us?
It's not good, guys.
Oh no. Damn.
Bonnie.
I hate internet issues. You guys have known I've had my fair shares. We've had the double Josh effect multiple weeks in a row now where his stream cuts out then comes back. But
so we don't want to blame you, Bonnie. It might be StreamYard's fault, like we said. But man, we really do hope to get you on the show sometime very soon.
Yes,
I'm sure we can make that happen.
Yeah, we'll get Bonnie back on the show. We'll get it figured out. Anthony said Queen Bee is on that Sully special Canadian Wi-Fi. Yeah, I think so. And I want to go LARPing. Let's go LARPing. We'll do a full LARP in Canton. Everyone, bring your foam weapons. I did go LARPing one time. One time in high school after Model UN, we were waiting for our buses to come take us home from the college where our competition was. And there was a group and they were late, right? Like an hour late. And there was a group of like the Kennesaw State University LARPing club was out in their field playing. And so we all just went over there and like asked if we could join, and they let us join and taught us how. And it was fun for one time. And I don't need to pick it up as a hobby. Never did it again after that, but I enjoyed them like welcoming us and letting us play with them. So Kennesaw State University LARPing Club, props to you guys.
Shout out to you. Yeah.
If you were on the team in 2011, I really appreciate you. That was a great time. Okay, guys, I think we should get started with the game. It looks like we're having Bonnie's not going to be able to join us today from what it looks like.
Bonnie. Next time.
But we'll get her on here again sometime. Jordan says, hey, for it, if Jail loses, I'll buy him a Thanos mask. Sorry.
What's a
Thanos mask to wear during a stream? If Josh loses, I'll buy him a Steelers hat to wear during the stream.
I feel like this is worse for me. No offense. I screw this. I hate the Steelers, man.
Are you serious right now?
I have a Thanos mask.
Wait, did you guys see the thing recently where it was like Thanos is 8'5", and then they went over to like Olaf is listed as 5'4" on the Frozen wiki, but then compared to his height, Elsa would be 11'5", even though she's listed as 5'9", but like objectively next to Olaf, who's 5'4", she would be 11'5", which is like 3 feet taller than Thanos.
This is disgusting.
Wait, how did you get this up so fast? Like, were you ready to go?
Thanos mask.
He already had it up.
Yeah, I was already searching. I got like 4 of them in my cart. Look at this. This is disgusting. I'm not wearing that on my head. It would be so hot in there.
I mean, if Jordan's actually being serious there, I'll wear the freaking Steelers hat if you agree to wear the Thanos mask.
Maybe this one. Oh, God. Look at this. That looks so hot.
That would be so cool. We're definitely doing this water bet. I'm down for the mask hat thing. So, whatever. If I lose, send me a hat, Steelers hat, and I'll wear it and then burn it.
Rick said, damn, guess I will go by myself. We'll go LARPing with you, Rick. We won't make you do that by yourself.
Rick really strikes me as a guy who loves LARPing. I don't know why, but he doesn't LARPer.
He doesn't strike me as a guy that loves LARPing, but he strikes me as a guy who would love to LARP. Know what I mean? Like, I don't view it as his lifetime hobby, but that if he went out there, he would have a great time. Okay, guys, we've got our poll perception polls ready. I have 7 ready, so I say we just do 3 rounds for both of you and then a final question. We might as well use all 7 polls.
Let's do it.
You ready?
I'm in.
So, John Luke, would you like to go first or second?
Good call.
Oh, God, he never asked me. Oh, I didn't expect this. I don't know what to pick
this
now.
This is weird, by the way, guys. I mean, just us three, It hasn't been like this in a while. I feel very loose.
Be careful, because I feel like there's one poll you are not going to like.
Can I defer to you? Can I let you pick for me?
No.
He's going to make you have that question.
Yeah, if you let me pick for you, I'll pick that side of it.
I can't tell if you're not going to like it because of the sample size or just like the players involved.
All right, I'm going first.
All right.
Damn it. Okay.
You told me to go first with your facial.
Really hoping you would go second, but that's okay.
Does that mean I picked wrong?
Rick said, I love fun. No, that means you picked right for you.
Yes.
None of the polls are bad. I think you'll like them better than last week's. They're a little bit more balanced. We will try one more time. Bonnie's back in here. Bonnie, can you hear us?
I can. I switched over to my phone.
Hey, Bonnie!
You did it.
What's up, Bonnie?
How are you, Bonnie?
Oh, I'm great. I'm sorry. I live in a really rural area in the mountains, and Wi-Fi is so spotty here.
Yeah, we blame Elon Musk. It's his fault. He's constraining the internet, trying to keep you off of the stream. It's unfair.
It was a conspiracy the whole time.
It was
a conspiracy the whole time. Well, Bonnie, for those people watching who do not know you or where they can find you on Twitter at FantasyQueenB. And I know you do writing for Fantasy Pros and FFSQC. Do you want to tell people a little bit more about where they can find your work?
Okay, like you said, at Fantasy Pros, and also for Fantasy's Sake, QC.com, and also on Twitter at Fantasy Queen.
Also on Twitter. Perfect. And do you want to tell us a little bit more about FFSQC for Fantasy's Sake QC? So the QC stands for Quad Cities, right? Yes. You guys are a Quad City specific fantasy account, right? Or content creator?
Well, not specific. It started out that way with the founders, and they've decided to expand and brought on some really cool up and coming talent. So I hope everybody will check them out.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, no doubt.
For Fantasy's Sake. Yeah. It's hard to say a little bit.
Yeah.
For Fantasy's Sake. Yeah, that one's tricky. Okay, so Bonnie, today we are going to be playing Poll Perception, and you missed it at the beginning, but people are excited to see you in here. Craig said we'll see if Fantasy Queen Bee will reign over Poll Perception. Let's see, there was a couple more. Anthony said Queen Bee get a pen and paper, and Jordan was giving you a tip about Poll Perception, saying don't use logic. Just think of the number you would put and go 5% higher or lower than that. So, Josh, I know you always forget the rules. And for those watching who haven't seen us play Poll Perception before, I'm going to go over the rules of this game. So, Josh, what I did was I found a bunch of polls on Twitter, fantasy-related polls. And what I'm going to do is propose them to one of you. So I'll say, Josh, what percentage of people would choose side A in this poll? You'll give me an actual percentage, say 80%. And then John, Luke, and Bonnie, you guys will guess over or under the actual percentage. So if Josh said 80% and you think the actual percentage is 60, you would guess the under. If you think it's 90, you would guess the over. Josh will get points depending on how close he is to the answer. You guys will get points based on whether you correctly predict the over under. We'll do 6 rounds like this, 2 questions for each person. And then we'll go into the final question where everybody guesses a percentage, and whoever's closest gets 5 points. Unless you nail it on the head and you get 10. Usually they come down to the last question, so we'll see if that holds true this time. There was one more question I wanted to.
Funny, if you didn't get the rules from there, I never understand. Simon talked a lot right there. Yeah, we'll play. We'll figure it out. I always forget the rules. It's an easy game.
Whenever we first started, Anthony came in saying, "Where is Queen Bee? What did you do to her?"
Very protective over you, Bonnie.
Oh, that's nice. I have a lot of great followers, so.
Bonnie, I was going to let JL pick the order if you weren't here, but now that you're here, would you like to go first, second, or third today?
Yeah, I like that.
I'll go second.
Okay, then you know what? We'll keep the rest of the order the same. John Luke will go first, and Josh, you will go last. Bonnie, you will go second. And JL,
good job, Bonnie. You didn't change anything. JL wanted to go first. I wanted to go last. We're still good to go. No problems.
You ready for your first team player, Bonnie? You ready for your first poll, John Luke?
Yep.
Here we go. Your first poll. This is a dynasty league. Side A is Trey Lance. Side B is Tua Tagovailoa. What percentage of people chose Trey Lance in this poll?
Oh man. Wow.
Okay, John Luke. What do you think? Talk me through it.
All right, I think it's going to be higher on the Trey Lance side. I feel like that's a safe bet now. The hype is getting out of hand for Trey Lance, and people
the hype
are very
not gotten anywhere out of hand enough for Trey
it's
Lance.
Probably appropriate. I'm excited for Trey Lance.
It's probably appropriate.
It's probably appropriate. I feel like the anti-hype for Tua, the hate on Tua, is definitely out of control.
Not appropriate.
Not appropriate.
I agree on that.
Very inappropriate. How many votes on this one, Simon?
This one had 1,461 votes.
That's a
good enough sampling size for you.
Decent sampling size. So I think it's probably gonna be closer to the middle here. I'm gonna go with 60. I'm gonna go with 67%.
67%. Bonnie, are you taking the over or under of JL 67%? On what percentage of people chose the Trey Lance side of this trade?
I was thinking exactly 67%.
No way. JL might have gotten it.
Can I call it
like Simon's laugh right there.
Extra bonus points for calling even?
You should.
Yeah, why not? Like roulette. Like roulette. Why don't
if you had the nerve to go exactly even and get it,
it should be like wild, 10, like 20 points or something, 100 points.
Right, bonus points. No, I agree with all the arguments here. I love the landing spot for Trey Lance in San Francisco. A lot of people are down on Jimmy G. A lot of people are also down on Tua, which, you got to give the kid a chance,
Yeah. If you're giving Jalen Hurts a chance, you got to give Tua a chance.
Yeah. But I really do like the even on that 67%. Can I go with even or do I have to go over under?
We have never been asked that before. That's a great question. I'll allow it. I mean, if you want to go for the gusto, I'll give you.
If we can add a rule like right now live, I'm totally fine with it.
You can. I'll give you.
Wait, how many points do I get if I get it right?
So if you get the over under correct, it's worth 2 points. I'll give you the full scoring breakdown. So if JL's within 5, he gets 5. If he's within 10, he gets 3. If he's within 15, he gets 1. And then if you correctly guess the over under, you get 2 points. So that's how the scoring breakdown works.
And then JL, if he gets it spot on, he gets 10.
And if you get it spot on, you get 10. If you guess it exactly right and take the even and get it, we'll say 15 points for having the nerve to do that.
I
would say 10.
Yeah, 10.
Okay, we'll do it exactly the same as if you get it right on the money.
Because it's hard to pick the exact one too. So
I'm gonna call even.
Bonnie taking even. You are the first person ever. This is poll perception history.
I love this.
Bonnie taking the even.
I'm a woman pioneer. What can I say?
Yes.
I like it. I like it. She's confident. If
you nail this, it'll be absolutely insane. Like,
It'll be
insane. It will be.
Well, both of you get 10 points. I'll get 0.
Yeah. Well, unless you also take even, you could hedge your bets right here by taking it as well. Put all your points in one basket. Where are you going on this one, Josh?
Because I'm not saying it's right.
We're all going to get 0.
Even more people pick Trey Lance here, actually. I'm going to take the over. I think Trey Lance is a better runner than Tua. I think they both can run, but I think Trey Lance is a better one. And the system, the team that he's in, I'm a little bit more excited for Trey Lance, I think. I'm not, I think the public is. Let's put it that way.
Josh taking the over, Bonnie taking even, JL guessing 67%. Jordan said pioneer out in the mountains. Rick said, this is crazy. I love the queen. And Jay said, this is amazing.
Oh my God. I love that we added a rule mid-game.
That's awesome. I love this. So John Luke, the actual percentage of people that chose Trey Lance over Tua Tagovailoa is 70%. It was very close to 67. You were right there, but you were within 5, so you get 5 points. Bonnie, I wish I could give you points for having the nerve to even try that. That was awesome.
That was really cool.
That was amazing. So Bonnie, unfortunately, that shot got you nothing. But you were right there on the money, which I think is a good a good sign for what's to come with the rest of this game.
And now you've like planted your flag in history, because now you've added a rule to our game that will keep on living on. So
the Queen Bee rule, or unless you want to be the Bonnie rule, you can choose the Bonnie rule or the Queen Bee rule.
I want to be the Queen Bee rule.
The Queen Bee rule. Now you can go even. We'll call it the Queen Bee. Josh, you get 2 points for correctly predicting the over/under. And Bonnie, we are on to your first poll. Let's look at the guesses in the chat. Let's see if anybody got it straight right. Rick said 63%. JFU said 39%. Jay said 58%. Anthony said 75%. So another one within 5 percentage points. Swamp said 69%. You were 1 percentage point away, Swamp. You got it the closest. Jordan as well with 69%. Let's see. And Anthony said if it's 67%, Josh already lost this game. A lot can happen in the rest of the game, though. Jordan said I'll never pick 70 because I'll always pick 69. Very nice. Jordan, I think that's inappropriate for your age range.
That's true. You're way too young for that kind of thing.
Way too young to say that. He's like 11, I think.
12.
Yeah. He's perfect.
Oh, you're right. He did just turn 12.
Just had his birthday party, Chuck E. Cheese. It was fun.
Bonnie, you ready for your poll?
I am.
So this is a redraft PPR question.
Okay.
They said, who would you rather have on your redraft team next year? Side A, Deebo Samuel. Side B, Brandon Aiyuk. What percentage of people chose Deebo Samuel?
This is a fun one.
So you're guessing Deebo Samuel's percentage.
Yep.
I think his injuries hurt his perception last year. I think there's a lot of people that are really high on Brandon Aiyuk this year. In the drafts I've seen, remember this is redraft, not Dynasty.
I didn't even notice it was redraft myself. Thank you for pointing that out.
Yeah, because that will make a difference.
Yeah, definitely slightly.
Okay, I'm guessing the percentage on Deebo. Who would rather have Deebo?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Correct.
I still think after his late season surgence that people are higher on Brandon.
Oh, excuse me. These hiccups are killing me today.
I'm going to say, yeah. You have a question?
Oh, no. He said
bless you
to me.
I said bless you like an idiot after he hiccuped. I don't know what I'm doing out over here, you know?
I'm going to say Deebo's side, I'm going to go with 43%.
43% for Deebo. Josh, are you taking the over or under on that one?
Yeah, I agree with you. I think that the general public, the perception of Deebo went down because of the injuries last year. Brandon Aiyuk had a really good year, especially on a points per game basis. I probably would guess something like 36%, I feel like. So I'm gonna take the under. I'm gonna take the under here.
The under on 43%. And John Luke, are you taking the over or under on this one?
It's a very good guess. I wrote down 39% while you were deliberating. So I'm gonna take the under as well, but it's close. It's very close. 2
unders on that guess. We've got some guesses from the chat as well. Rick said 41%. Anthony said 39%. Swamp said 40%. Brady said 38%. Mike said 31%. Jay said 37%. Bonnie, so it looks like most people are right there in that range with you and what these other two guys said. The actual percentage of people, that took Deebo Samuel over Brandon Aiyuk. 1 second, let me pull it up. I closed the poll on accident.
Come on, Simon.
Your guess was 43. Okay, sorry, I got it pulled up. The actual percentage of people that took Deebo Samuel over Brandon Aiyuk is 28%.
Wow.
That is a lot lower. Way more people are higher on Brandon Aiyuk going into that season.
I get it.
And this poll had 765 votes. I was surprised as well. I was definitely surprised with this. I thought it would be closer. I definitely thought Aiyuk would come out on top, but he did not. But Bonnie, you were within exactly 15 percentage points. So you still get a point for that one. Throw a point on the board. John, Luke, and Josh, you correctly predicted the under. So you guys get 2 points. It is still a close game. JL out to an early lead, but there is still a ton of time for that to turn around. Usually JL only does well.
I wonder how that poll would have changed with Dynasty.
Yeah.
I think it would have gone more in Aiyuk's favor. What do you guys think?
I don't know. I was thinking it might be a little bit more even because I feel like people are a little bit more bullish on Deebo long term, but I don't know. It could have just been the same.
People are really worried about that injury history. Like
I
Bonnie
think Bonnie
said,
brought up a great point there.
You know, and that hurts even more in Dynasty, maybe. So
sure.
I like Deebo though. I think they are closer than this poll shows.
Yeah,
personally.
Yeah, I completely agree with that. Personally, which one would you guys take in redraft next year, Deebo or Aiyuk? Bonnie, which one would you prefer?
Aiyuk.
Aiyuk.
I'm not getting either. I bet I'm not getting Aiyuk. At his current draft position, I don't even know what it is in redraft, but I'd probably more likely to end up with Deebo. There's just no way I'm gonna get Aiyuk. I feel like he's gonna get overdrafted in my opinion. And with Kittle and Deebo coming back fully healthy, I just think he's gonna lose a lot of targets. And Swamp, to your point there, I like that trade. I'm fine with it. I don't love it. I still have Davante Adams ranked slightly higher than Ridley, but they are in the same tier. So I'm fine with that trade, especially if your team's a little bit more on the rebuilding side. I love it.
If I was positive, there's two big moving pieces right here, right? Rodgers and
Obviously.
Julio. So that means this could be a time to get value on one of these two players, whether it's Davante Adams with people fearful about Rodgers coming back if he does come back, or Ridley. People are unsure about whether or not Julio is going to be there. This could be a volatile market time for both of these players. I agree with Josh. I'm fine with this trade as well. I think I would prefer Davante Adams, but if you have a younger team, Ridley's probably the move, probably the way to go. This may be the last year to sell high on Davante Adams. I don't think so, but value drops as wide receivers get aging, even if they're still producing. I mean, you saw with Julio, 1 year of injury, he's been wildly consistent, and now all of a sudden he's a 4th, 5th, 6th round pick.
Hey, Adams only has 2 years on Ridley.
Age-wise?
Age-wise, yep.
So Adams, I believe it's got to be like 2.5 years, right? I'm just like wondering, how old is Adams? 29?
28? 28, yeah. According to this, 28.4 and 26.4.
I guess he was closer to 29. So, yeah, that makes sense.
What was the trade, Adams for Ridley straight up?
Yep.
Yeah.
See, to me, I think it would depend on if you're a contender or if you're rebuilding. If I'm a contender, I want Adams. And if I'm rebuilding, I'd want Ridley, probably. So.
Wow.
I definitely agree with that. That definitely changes the conversation there.
Davante Adams was born on Christmas Eve. Calvin Ridley was born on December 20th. So pretty much exactly the same, 2 years apart.
The same birthday.
Anthony said, hint FYF fam. That means buy Deebo. Deebo is probably a good candidate to look into right there. After 2 questions, the score is JL 7, Bonnie 1, Josh 4, and Josh, we are on to your question. Are you ready?
I do talk about that a lot, but I'm ready.
It's really funny though because we've talked about doing this.
The bingo card, that's
card thing for
really funny.
Josh talking about that is pretty funny. Okay, Josh, your question in a redraft half PPR league. Who would you rather have is the question. That's how it was worded. Who would you rather have in a redraft PPR or half PPR league?
Okay.
Side A, CeeDee Lamb. Side B, Justin Jefferson. What percentage of people chose CeeDee Lamb?
So this question,
and I'll reiterate it to you.
This is
redraft again. This is redraft.
Thank you for saying that because I kind of missed that for a second. Probably not the best question for me. I love CeeDee Lamb, but the Justin Jefferson's getting drafted ahead of CeeDee Lamb in redraft and Dynasty. I know that. I'm gonna go with 72. I'll say that 21% of people chose CeeDee Lamb here.
21% chose CeeDee Lamb. Josh locking that in there. John Luke, do you think it's over or under 21% in a redraft half PPR league?
Oh God, I feel like I could be so wrong on this. On initial thought, I'm like, there's no way this is going to be very high for or for CD Lamb. But redraft, I could see more than 21% of people just taking CD in that Dallas offense. I'm going to go over.
Back.
Oh, God, I hate this. I'm going to take over. I'm going to take over.
John Luke locking in the over. Bonnie, are you taking over or under Josh's guess of 21%?
I love that face.
That's a good guess, Josh.
Yes. I love when both people struggle in the over-unders.
I'm going to say under.
Under? Split them.
Bonnie taking the under. Josh, that's how you know it was a good guess. You split the people voting over or under. And let's take a look at the chat as well. Jordan said 34%. Anthony said 23. Mike said 17. Swamp said IDK 5. LOL 15. And then he said 20.5. Rick said 24. And Jay saying 13.
Swamp,
I think it's closer in Dynasty. It's closer in Dynasty for me, but in a redraft league, I just CD Lamb being with a lot of other mouths to feed, I think sends him down. We'll see though.
Okay. We will see. The actual percentage of people that chose CD Lamb over Justin Jefferson in a half PPR redraft league is 32%. So Josh, you were within 11 percentage points. So you had 1 to your
dumb.
And JL, you had an additional 2. JL, you are off to a hot start.
Get out of here.
But it is still anybody's game.
Not
so hot now, JL.
I don't know if you've ever been leading after the first full round and won the game. I think the only games you've ever won.
That's what I said. Knock on that.
You've come from behind. So no, I want you to lose.
Don't knock on wood.
So I'm not knocking on anything.
Biased moderator here.
Swamp said 32. Damn.
Good guess.
I know.
Good guess Jordan too. Yeah.
I was surprised CD was that high, even though I voted CD on this one. I know in redraft next year, I would prefer CD Lamb, and that might be hot takey. I just unbelievably believe in the talent and what we saw the first 5 games from Dak. I think there's plenty of volume to go around there for him and Cooper to be wildly successful.
It's a great point, Simon.
I think they could be very close next year after this season, but I think that they'll both do well. That's sort of what my thinking on it.
But when we look at redraft ADP, Justin Jefferson's going to be well ahead of CD Lamb, in my opinion.
And I think they should be closer.
Yep. Oh my.
Okay. John Luke, are you ready? Swamp said, got to put more respect for CD. And Anthony on the other side says, does Jerry Jones on part of Twitter or something? So I think that one's a little polarizing right there. But John Luke, we are on to your next question. We're into round 2 of the polls here. And John Luke, your next poll is a Dynasty 12-team Superflex PPR league. And this is a trade, okay? Side A is Justin Jefferson. So we got some more Justin Jefferson in here. This one kind of builds off the last 2 polls we talked about. Side B is Brandon Aiyuk plus Terrace Marshall plus a 2023 first and a 2023 second. What percentage of people chose side A, Justin Jefferson?
Aiyuk,
oh, man.
Terrace Marshall.
A lot of moving parts here.
And this poll had 969 votes just before you complain about sampling size. Lots of votes on this one.
Oh, my God. I'm trying to break this down myself.
Oh, I love it when polls do this.
What, make me have heartburn?
When all three people make a face like, oh God, then I know it's a good poll.
God, where's Aiyuk going in startup drafts? This is Dynasty?
Like around 50 overall.
50.
Yeah. I'm guessing, but that sounds right to me. I don't know. Hey, let's look at my Dynasty rankings, huh?
Oh yeah.
Am I even allowed to do that right now?
No.
Yeah. I'm not.
What? His own rankings?
What's your guess, John Luke?
I'm gonna go. God, that is a haul. I'm gonna go with 50, 54%, 53%.
Took side A, Justin Jefferson.
Brandon Aiyuk, I have ranked 55 overall, 55th overall.
Almost exactly John Luke's guess of 53%. Locking in, John Luke?
Yeah.
He's locked in at 53%. Bonnie, do you think the actual answer is over or under John Luke's guess of 53%?
This one's tough.
I think it's super flex too.
Yeah, and see, I think a lot of people put a lot of value on rookie picks, sometimes over proven players. Ugh.
I keep flipping back and forth.
And I'm not doing very well at this game, so.
Sorry to say you're not doing very well. You know, it's.
I'm going to go, and this is on the Justin Jefferson side, right?
Right. JL guess 53% on the Jefferson side.
I'll go over, but I'm not confident.
Bonnie taking the over unconfidently, but she locked it in with over. Josh, are you taking the over or under on this one?
I'm in the same exact unconfident boat that Bonnie's in.
Means I did
good. Yeah, you did. I think it's Justin Jefferson here. He's a qualified first-round dynasty pick in at least late second round, at least early second round startup. Brandon Aiyuk, we just said he's going to be like a 5th round pick. Terrace Marshall's like a 10th round later. Yeah. 2023 first. We don't even know. Yeah, that's 2 years out. I'm going Justin Jefferson. I'll take the over.
Josh also taking the over. And Jordan brought up something. The biggest thing we learned from this is how Twitter values players. My biggest takeaway from most of these episodes is some players to go target in trades. Anytime I'm shocked by a poll result, I immediately go try to put together some trade offers, because if that's how people are valuing some of these players, then there's some good eating to be had for us. Okay, the actual percentage of people, John Luke, that chose Justin Jefferson over that package of players and picks is 42%.
Oh, no.
It was less than 50%. It was less than 50%. You guessed 53. So you were 11 percentage points off. So only 1 point going out that round. JL moves from 9 to 10. But yeah, that one was a bit surprising to me. I think, Bonnie, you nailed it right on the head whenever you said people value these unproven picks over proven players over and over again. We see it every single year. I think it's the hardest part about Dynasty is learning how to value these picks, and people struggle with it continuously. Let's look at some of the guesses. Jay Wall said 61. Jordan said 39%. I think Jordan was the only one that went under 50%. He nailed it. Anthony said 54. Damn. Swamp said 51. Rick said 66. Steven said, hi, Mom.
Hi, Mom.
Hi, Mom. Welcome in. And then is my mom watching today? Probably. And then Jordan said back to back within 5%.
Yeah,
you
Jordan is
nailed it.
Killing it.
And Jordan, thank you for the vote of confidence. I did see that.
Absolutely. You are doing. Yeah. Twitter. We got a lot of people making fun of Twitter coming on this show to play perception.
Okay. So the score is now 10-1 to 5. And Bonnie, we are on to your next poll. Are you ready?
I need this one. I have to get this one.
You got it.
Yeah, I'm ready as I'm going to be.
So this is a dynasty poll. The question was worded out of these two running backs, who would you rather have on your team in Dynasty? Side A is Najee Harris. Side B is Derrick Henry. What percentage of people chose Najee Harris in this poll? There was a total of 553 votes on this one.
I think there is so much Najee Harris hype out there right now. It's not even funny. Yeah, especially after he landed in Pittsburgh with basically no competition.
Yeah, it's like you got the Najee Harris lovers, rookie lovers, but then there's the Derrick Henry crowd that just like wants to ride him until the wheels fall off. So it's like I'm having a tough time kind of here as well.
I am going to say 67% for Najee.
67% for Najee Harris. Is that locked in?
Well, wait a minute. And this is Dynasty.
Dynasty, yep.
Yeah. I'm locking it in if it's Dynasty. Redraft, I think it would be a little closer.
Locked in at 67%. Josh, are you taking the over or under on her guess of 67%?
I think I have to take the under here. I do love Najee. I probably would never draft Derrick Henry in a startup draft personally, unless like the value was like obviously there. But I think people are still on that Derrick Henry train. Enough people. So I'll take the under.
Under from Josh. John Luke, are you taking over or under on this one?
I'm taking the under too. I think it's God, I don't know. I feel like this could easily be the over. But I'm going to take the under. My initial thought was that it was going to be under, so I want to stick to that.
Okay, both of them locked in with the under. Bonnie locked in at 67%. Let's look at some of the guesses. Jay Wall said 72%.
Hey.
Jay said 73%. Hey. Rick said 59%. Said 61. Anthony said 53. So guesses on both sides there. It started out with overs. We got some under guesses as well. The actual percentage of people that would choose Najee Harris over Derrick Henry in a dynasty league is 63%.
Wow.
Bonnie, you are within 5 percentage points, so you get 5. John, Luke, and Josh, you each get 2 for correctly predicting the over-under. So, Bonnie, that moves you up to a score of 6. Josh, you now have 7. So, Bonnie, you're within 1. And Dale, you have 12.
No.
The score is now 12.
Yeah, get jail.
Wait a minute. I want to recount.
Yes. Recount, Simon. This is messed up.
You probably should. This is unprecedented. I'm never doing this well.
Yeah, this is messed up.
Okay, Josh. Josh, are you ready for your last poll before we move into the final round?
I am.
So this is a dynasty poll again. Side A is, or let me just tell you how it was worded. It said, who would you rather roster in dynasty? Okay, so this is not a trade. It's just who would you rather roster? Side A, Laviska Shenault Jr. Side B, Darren Waller. What percentage of people chose Laviska Shenault Jr.? For some context, they did also give the age in the poll. They put the age in parentheses next to the player. So Laviska is 22 and Darren Waller is 28. I just wanted to give you all the information that was available in the poll. So what percentage of people chose Viska in this poll?
That age thing, I think, is going to change things a little bit. So I'm glad you mentioned that.
If it wasn't in the poll, I wouldn't have. But
no.
Give it to you loaded.
I get it. In a basic dynasty league, I understand tight ends can be pushed down. Darren Waller's age is pushing him down a little bit as well, and I just think his he came into the league and didn't produce for such a long time, and then came out of nowhere. I love Darren Waller. But, man, it's going to make this close. I think this is going to be a close one. I really do. I can't even decide which side I want to go for. I almost want to just say 50-50. I will say that more people chose the Darren Waller side. But it's really close. I'll say 48% of people chose Shenault. No, 47. 47 feels good.
47% locked in?
Sure.
He confidently says. John Luke, are you going over or under Josh's guess of 47%?
I feel like this was a layup and Josh just bungled it. I feel like it's clearly the under. I don't think Laviska's going anywhere near where Darren Waller's going in a startup draft.
I think some people have Laviska ranked higher than Darren Waller.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
If this,
I'm not saying it's right.
Jay, we got a truther in the chat. I know that for sure. Bonnie, are you taking the over or under on Josh's guess of 47%? JL said under. Josh said 47%. Where are you going on this one?
And that's on the Laviska side, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, on the Laviska side.
So I think I agree with John Paul here. I think I see Waller going in like second round in drafts, and it's not pretty late still. So I'm going under on this.
Bonnie also taking the under. So Josh, you were locked in at 47%. John, Luke, and Bonnie, you guys both took the under. We had some guesses from the chat. Jay just said Visca at the top of his lungs. No actual guess. That's all he wanted to say.
And didn't really choose.
Jay Wall said 40%. Anthony said 50% A. And Rick said, I love how Anthony clarifies A when he says 50%. Yeah, that would work on both sides. Jordan said 28% because FJ. Jordan, did you not get your nap today? Because you seem extra feisty. Rick said 46%. I like Jordan too, but he needs his nap time. Jay said 37%. And Steven said, grrr, Dynasty just makes things more complicated.
I love the grrr.
Swamp said 44%. And Anthony said, bro, it's habit. Putting A on there. Well, I appreciate it.
If it was an ABC poll, then it would have mattered.
Yeah. And Steven coming in with a guess of 34%. Okay. You guys ready for the answer? This is the last one before we move into our final poll. The actual percentage of people that chose Visca over Darren Waller is 17%. Josh, you were 30 percentage points off, so you get nothing.
Bonnie taking the lead over me.
Bonnie and John Luke, you both get 2 extra points. So John Luke, you move up to 14. Bonnie, you move up to
I thought
8.
you were going to get that. I thought you were going to nail that one.
We've got to get it
Josh
spot on to have a chance here.
Say that. Who's in the lead in second? Who was that? I didn't hear that.
Sorry.
In the lead in second.
I love the shit talking to Josh.
Josh is in last for sure. Josh is in last place behind Bonnie, who is now ahead of him because of his guess. Josh is in last.
You know what, Bonnie? I'm taking you down, all right? I am taking second from you right here, right now in this final round. It's going down. Let's go.
Going down.
Jay Wall said, dang, Twitter is smart. I think the guesses were high. People are used to people just riding the hype trains, and that's what they were expecting here. So, Bonnie, how this last poll works is all 3 of you are going to guess a number. Do you happen to have pen and paper by you by any chance? If not, that's okay. We'll have you reveal yours first. But if you do, then that works perfectly. I always forget to ask our guests to bring pen and paper because I'm an idiot.
It's traditional.
Let me grab a piece of paper. Hold on.
Which, of course, is
perfect. Swamp said portional.
I'm very mean, Jay. I can be mean if I want to be mean.
Josh trying to be mean is the worst acting ever.
Josh, you're still smiling with your eyes whenever you frown with your face. We're good to go?
Good to go.
Okay. I'm going to reveal this poll, and then you guys will have about 30 seconds to come up with your answers. Anthony said, even after I reminded you, Simon, SMH. Yeah, I know. I always forget. That's on me. And Jay said, I'd take Waller as much as I love Visca. Yeah.
Yeah, me too. I would too.
I think it would be hard pressed to find even that 17% of people that said they would take Visca over Waller.
I thought it was going to be under 10.
Yeah, I thought it was going to be lower as well whenever I voted on that. But
I've been looking at other people's rankings, and people have Waller ranked pretty low.
Really? That's surprising.
Yeah.
I feel like I can't get him in any drafts. He's too high.
Yeah. It's weird. Never mind. I digress.
And the question didn't specify whether it was tight end premium or not, too. So I wonder if that had anything to do with that. So
yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah, tight end premium is going to push him up for sure.
Yeah.
So, but I mean, people could have been assuming they're talking about tight end premium,
right?
So.
Yeah, we don't know what the audience was who voted on that. Maybe the person who posted it has a lot of tight end premium content, but it did have 2,066 votes. It was our highest vote poll of the day. So that's a pretty big sampling size. So it was higher than I thought for sure. Our last poll, though, guys, this is a dynasty poll. It just said, which Broncos wide receiver would you rather have on your dynasty team? Side A, Courtland Sutton. Side B, Jerry Jeudy. What percentage of people took the Courtland Sutton side of this poll? So I need you guys to write down your answer for me. Then I'll have all of you reveal it. Whoever's closest gets 5 percentage points unless you nail it right on the head. And then you get 10. So there is still a chance for everybody here.
I don't know.
Someone's going to steal this from me.
My answer is going to differ from this answer, so that's the first problem I'm having.
What's the second one?
I just don't know what to do.
I just don't know what to do.
I'm just very confused. I'm just very confused.
I don't know where I am right now.
Oh, man. All right, I'll guess.
Let me know when you guys have your answers. Bonnie, I love the size. Like, oh God, I hate this question.
This is super important. This is very, very important stuff here. Got to get this right. The world depends on it.
Yeah, because I'm coming in second place, Bonnie. All right.
Someone
or maybe first if I get spot on.
Someone's about to steal this win from me. I can just feel it.
That would be so sweet. I'd even allow Bonnie stealing it from Jay.
Oh, that would be how gracious of you, Josh.
I'll allow it.
You guys have your answers?
Yeah, I do.
Bonnie, you have yours?
I do.
John Luke, it looks like you're still writing. Do you have your answer?
I got mine.
Okay. Josh, you're in last place. I'll have you reveal your answer first. What you got? 54% from Josh. Bonnie, you are in second place. JL. So I will have you reveal your answer next. What did you put?
The anticipation 6. I saw a 6. It's a 6 and
61%. John Luke, where are you guessing your answer? That was a weird way to ask that question. 52% from John Luke.
I'm the highest on this, huh?
Yeah, and John Luke and Josh are right there close to each other. What are we going to do if it's 53?
Believe it or not, guys, I just recently I put Jeudy above Courtland Sutton in my rankings.
Really?
How do you guys feel about that?
I agree.
I think
I'm much higher on Jeudy than the general population. I love Jeudy. I loved him last year. And going back and watching games from last year, I really think it was a Drew Lock problem and not a Jeudy problem. So I'm not going to downgrade him in Dynasty. His routes were just as sexy as advertised. Yeah, but people are still down on him. They're excited about Courtland Sutton more so than Jeudy. I think Jeudy is that first round high talent. Like,
wait, they are? People are more excited about Courtland Sutton than Jeudy? How do you know that?
Where are you basing that?
Not off. I forget what the results of this poll is.
I guess all of us went on the Courtland Sutton side.
What were you saying, Bonnie?
Oh, just his talent and how he, high points the ball over defenders. I mean, I think he's an absolute stud. And he had chemistry with Drew Lock, which Jeudy did not. And absolutely. I believe Sutton was wide receiver 19 before he got injured, coming out of 2019. So I'm very high on Courtland Sutton.
Oh, me too.
And the thing is, I'd be higher on Jeudy if the Broncos got a different quarterback.
Yeah, I'd be higher. Yeah, both of them.
So
I think I entirely agree with you. Redraft, I'm probably going Sutton, but Dynasty, give me Jeudy 10 out of 10 times.
Yeah, me too.
We got some good guesses from the chat.
Both Fournettes, by the way.
J-Wall said 57%. Craig said apparently JL stands for just layups because he's killing it. Anthony said 50% B. Jay said 48%. Rick, lost it. Said 52%.
Hey,
Jordan said 63%. Sutton, so right around there with you. Bonnie. Anthony said,
Jordan.
Yeah, Jordan's been killing it.
Jordan, we're gonna have a conversation.
Jordan's a really cool dude. He really is.
Anthony said I almost went 50% A though. He ended up going 50% B. But almost went 50% A. Swamp said 59%. And he said no, 52%. Changed his mind. He's with you. You got a whole gang sitting there with you at 52%.
52 squad.
Brady said 46%. Okay. Oh, Jordan scared the snot out of me. He says that says Slutton, not Sutton. And I thought I made that typo on there. And I was like, I did not type that and leave that.
Jordan is in a mood today.
Oh my God, Jordan. Brady said Ray G is single-handedly raising Jeudy's ADP, unfortunately. He's quite the Jeudy advocate. But without further ado, we're all out of ados. The percentage of people that chose Courtland Sutton over Jeudy, I will tell you, one of you got it exactly right.
No!
Somebody on the stream hit it right on the head, the exact percentage.
I only have 33%.
Yes.
Here.
Yes.
The actual percentage of people that chose Courtland Sutton over Jerry Jeudy is...
It'd be my first time ever getting it right.
52%. Oh, John Luke, you did it. You got it. Bonnie, we've been doing this for like a year, and John Luke was the only one out of us three who's never nailed it exactly right. That was his first time ever nailing it. John Luke, this was your best performance on poll perception ever. Bonnie, you came in second place, and Josh, you are the grand loser in last place. JL,
good job, Bonnie.
Congratulations to you, John Luke, and everyone that followed your answer in the chat. Swamp and Rick as well. You guys all got it right on the head. Swamp said, "Let's get wet," and Jordan said, "Let JL pick where he goes every time." Jay said, "I thought JL was going to do a cartwheel."
Oh, that's okay. I should have done a somersault.
He did it, JL. And Rick saying, "That's my boy, JL. That's my boy." And so now that you're number one, JL, he said, JL, number one. That's how I'm reading this instead of two questions. Are you excited about Loki? And how do you feel about the news on Disney buying DC?
I am excited about Loki. And I didn't know that Disney was buying DC, but my immediate reaction is it's going to be better than it has been. So I'm hyped.
Disney's got a lot of money.
They can fix something as broken as DC.
And Jay said, I've literally never seen JL this happy.
It's taken like a year and a half. It's taken like a year and a freaking half to get that exactly right.
And Bonnie, I wanted to thank you for letting JL win. I know we messaged about it beforehand that he really needed this moral victory. Yeah, so I appreciate you being willing to do that for him. It means a lot to him. I know that for sure.
No problem. Congrats, JL.
And Bonnie, thank you so much for coming on and playing Poll Perception with us. I'm so glad we got.
Wow. When can I come on again and do this? I'm taking Jay.
Literally whenever. We'll talk to Jay and we'll get
taking you down next time, Bonnie. I'm serious. All right, I'm not letting this happen.
I'm so glad we got your internet working because.
Hey Simon, who came in last place?
That would be.
Hey, let's talk about Jay Wall's question here real fast. Jay Wall asked Kenny G or Jerry Jeudy. I do want to say that Jerry Jeudy is literally one spot ahead of Kenny G in my Dynasty rankings. I digress.
I think I'd still take Kenny G.
I don't blame you.
It's close. I think
most people would.
I think I'd go Jerry Jeudy, but it is very, very close. Bonnie, which side are you going on that? Kenny G or Jerry Jeudy?
Kenny G.
Kenny G. So we got two Kenny G's, two G. Dynasty.
Dynasty or Redraft? Dynasty? No, Jerry Jeudy.
Ooh, I like it.
Redraft.
Way, I think you could go either way.
Yeah.
I think I would go Kenny G for redraft as well.
Especially with the quarterback situation there in Denver. Jay Wall said, I miss pouting JL, to be honest. Yeah, usually JL's
no pouting JL here.
Game, so.
Only happiness.
And then Brady wants to know, Jeudy.
If we win, what do we win? If I was to win, what did JL win? What's the grand
it's in the mail. The prize is in the mail.
Edible arrangements.
Yeah, it's the largest edible arrangements basket that they offer will be in JL's mailbox eventually.
Turn into a very expensive game.
I would see like a case of like claws or something,
we
can have a signed jersey, or you can have a basket of fruit. Those are the two.
This is a really funny question. It says Jeudy or Higgins real fast. Right above Jeudy, I have Higgins. It goes in my dynasty rankings. It goes Higgins, Jeudy, Kenny G.
Are you typing these in, Josh?
I would take Higgins. I would take Higgins over Jeudy, but it is close. It's closer now that Jamar Chase signed there, but I think people are knocking Higgins' value too much with Jamar Chase getting drafted.
Agreed.
We saw AJ Green and Tyler Boyd find success there, right? I don't think Jamar Chase has success is going to go away success from Higgins.
Don't you think the odd man? I think the odd man out's going to be Tyler Boyd in that offense.
Yeah, most likely for sure.
Even though he's got a slot role, but you're right.
Yeah.
Swamp wants to know, too early of a question, but do y'all do your own rankings to share in like redraft So right now we are all working on our dynasty rankings first. I believe Josh is the furthest along. Are you done with yours, Josh, or done with wide receivers? Are you done entirely?
I'm done like 98% of them. They're still like at the very bottom. There's some guys I just can't quite decide on, but like I would feel comfortable showing them to you, anyone.
And then we are going to do redraft after that, but we started with Dynasty. We'll get those out to you guys soon. We're trying to figure out the best way to showcase them for you guys. Bonnie, what about you? Do you do your own rankings for redraft or Dynasty?
I'm not doing them this year. This is my first year with Fantasy Pros. They asked me if I wanted to do them, but I wanted a year to get my feet wet with analysis and all that. Perfect. With them, but I might start doing them next year. So, I mean, I have my little personal like ranking, but nothing official. Yeah.
Perfect. And Steven said Josh will deliver the basket in a signed jersey. Yeah, so that's the real prize. Josh shows up at your front door. Bonnie
takes it off.
Bonnie, I wanted to thank you so much for coming on again with us today. That was an absolute blast. I'm glad you got your internet working because you were an awesome guest. Immediately come in, start trash talking, and playing the game. That was awesome. I appreciate it.
And don't forget, we have a new rule now, named after me.
We got the Queen Bee rule. It is official. We'll have to include it in the rules every day. And guys, if you do not follow Bonnie and Jordan, go make sure you are, because you got a new friend here today, and everyone else as well. She's on Twitter at Fantasy Queen B. That's where you can find the portal to all of her content. She also writes for, let's see if I can say it without tripping over my tongue, for Fantasy's Sake and for Fantasy Pros. So check out her content over there. Anything else to say before we jump off, Bonnie?
No, I just had a blast. Thank you for having me. I can't wait to come on again. So.
Absolutely. We can't wait to have you.
Bonnie, remember that trading makes fantasy fun as well.
The what?
Trading makes fantasy fun.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I love that response. Yeah. Okay.
Josh says that at the end of
I think Josh is my least favorite fan here.
Look at the face he's frozen on too.
Oh
my god!
Next time you guys are going to be on, he's going to be. Is Bonnie going to be on? I
love that he's frozen on that face too. It's like so perfect.
That's funny. He's frozen.
We weren't talking about you.
Fantasy fun. Let's go.
We definitely were talking about you, Josh.
Jamal said, Bonnie, you made me a fan. And Anthony said, Bonnie, I'm glad you made it. He introduced the Queen Bee rule. It will last forever.
Good attempt.
Okay, guys, that's
there, Anthony.
That is it for us today. We'll be back tomorrow at 3 p.m. Eastern playing some fantasy horse. Until then, I'll see you guys.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Adios.
Adios.